from that, it'll just give you a breakdown of the stories that you can choose from. So right here, you'll have your first synopsis and your second synopsis. For this one, I'm gonna see if I can get GPT to read it out to me to make it a little bit easier.
Great choice. The Ghostly Guardian is a fun and mysterious adventure. Now, I'll give you two different synopses based on
Chinese, on our side, it's not coming over clear. I believe that you have a setting that will call that's called live performance audio.
Oh, okay.
You have to press that so it can come out really clear like that.
Okay, 1 second. What was that?
It's actually live performance audio. I don't know
Let's see.
if you see it, or if you don't see it, it'll be on the top hand side of your address bar. It'll be to the right.
To the right.
So if you don't have that, it won't come through clear.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So you said it was to the right?
Yeah, it's at the top to the right, and it should say live performance audio. And you want to make sure that's on.
Not seeing that one.
And if you don't, if you haven't set it up before the Zoom, you probably won't see it. So
that's probably why. Yeah, I haven't set it up.
Okay. So explain to us the synopsis. I remember when we was talking about it, I didn't know what you was talking about. You know, it kind of went over above what I was thinking about. So if you could just give us a brief breakdown of what's going on.
It's basically a breakdown of your story. So what it's going to do is going to structure the story into a 3-act structure. For writers, it's basically where your story is going to lead. So you'll have the first part, which will be setting up the scene. You have the mid part where something happens that changes that like moment or the world of that character. And then the third act is the conclusion of it. So it's basically giving you like a structure for your story. So since I don't really have the sound for this one, I'll just choose from one of them. Let's see, this one. So the first one is he's rummaging through an attic and he finds a dusty cape for a last minute costume. He puts it on and strange things happen. He suddenly sees ghosts. So that'll basically be the story for that first one. The second one is a little similar, that he finds a cape and it belonged to an ancient ghostly guardian. So whatever one that you want to go with, we'll just choose the first one to save some time. So I'll type in number 1 here. And then from here, it's actually going to create the characters for you. So if you notice, it will have their names, it'll have their age, since this one is based geared towards kids. So the stories will be based on the kids. All of the heroes and stuff like that, it's always going to have a main character that's a child. So you can actually write the story from their perspective. So it'll show their appearance, their personality, also their motivations and their personality traits.